traveling. Now all of a sudden, TV has a full-time job for me as a sports reporter and an anchor, and so then I leave the radio, start doing television, and now, I'm just having a blast. And being in Columbus, being able to cover the Buckeyes, being part of the team, but not really having to wake up at 6 a.m. in the winter to do anything, which was nice. So I'm doing all this stuff, and then when I finally got my first gig to go in and do some hardcore reporting and interviewing stuff, they tell me, okay, what we want you to do today, Ryan, is we want you to go over and cover the women's basketball program. And I said, of course, I was not too long out of school, so I'm Mr. Macho Man, like, women's basketball? What? Me? You talking to the right person? I'm not covering women's basketball. They're like, no, you're the low man on the totem pole, you gotta go cover the women's basketball. So I said, well, I don't even know anybody on the women's basketball team, so whatever. You're just gonna have to give me a program, and you're gonna have to coach me up here. Who they even playing tonight? I'm giving one of these things. I got a bad attitude. Bad attitude. Another moral of the story. Don't always have a bad attitude. Or it's not the end of the world if you do have a bad attitude. Because when I showed up, I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm waiting. They said interviews were at 9 p.m. It's 9:30 because the game had ended, but it ended a little bit late, and I'm waiting. Finally, the sports information director comes out, who I know because I was playing at Ohio State not too long ago, and it was the same person. So I say to Steve Snap, who's the sports SID, sports information director, you guys may or may not know. And I say, hey, is there any way you could help me out? I'm starting to get stressed out because I've got to do this interview, and then I've got to edit it, or I've got to listen to it and figure out what is, like, the people in Columbus are going to want to hear from this. And then I got to edit it, and I'm just started. And then I've got to turn around and write the script and then give it to the guy that's going to put it on TV. And I know I've got a couple of hours, but I'm telling you, it's going to take me every bit of 2 hours to do that. I'm just starting. And you got to help me. Can you get any girl to come out the door here and it's going to talk about the game? Says, okay, hold on, wait 1 second. Walks back in. Opens the door, out walks this girl. We do the interview. She's looking at me kind of funny, I'm looking at her kind of funny. Go back to the TV station, I say, I could probably cover women's basketball again. It's not that big, it's not that bad over there. Long story short, when that girl graduated, she called on me, we got married. And that was Lauren Shank was her maiden name. She was deadly from three-point range. And when we started to date, because we ran in the same circles, everyone's like, oh, you and Lauren ought to get together, that kind of thing, And so we got together, and then when she graduated, we started actually dating. And like I said, she kept calling me, and wore me down to the point where I thought, maybe I'm not going to get rid of her, so I might as well just marry her. So, this better not be on YouTube later.